welcome back. I'm going to try to prop you up a little bit. So I wanted to touch bases. It's been a minute since I've been in this room and videotaped. Last time I think I had the water dragons up here, which are now down here. And the bearded dragons are up here, and I have the skinks down here, and I've had to move a few things around, and we've adjusted, and this is all changed, and everything's always moving and changing here because we've constantly got something coming in or new accommodations or whatever may have you. So, you know, other than these big cages, everything else pretty much moves around a little bit. I moved the chameleon and everything from over there because now I have, which I'll show you real quick, I now have these cages up here, and so these guys moved. So anyway, the reason for moving stuff around, obviously, is, you know, when we get more animals in, and also I have animals that are up for adoption that need homes, that unfortunately, with not having any reptile expos, it hasn't been easy, for sure, doing adoptions. It hasn't been easy raising money. I mean, everything is just, it's a shit show, guys. It's literally a shit show. This whole cooties crap, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. I get it. It's, you know, I, of all people, should be just as concerned as anybody else. Please don't get this wrong. It's not that I don't believe in it. It's not that I don't know people that have had it or even people that have passed away from it. I, of all people, should be even more worried about it myself because of my lung condition and my lung issues, and I'm more susceptible than, say, my son. Or even my husband, but I'm not going to stop my life because of it. If it's my time, it's my time. Doesn't matter if the cooties is out there or I go walk out the door and get hit by a bus or a plane falls on me, or God forbid I get eaten by a bearded dragon or one of these water dragons. But you know what I mean. I mean, life is what it is, and it's unfortunate that we have to deal with this crap, but we do, and it's becoming frustrating because, you know, we have animals here that need homes, and we have supplies that we need to get rid of, and, you know, we need to bring money into rescue, and it's just a cluster fuck, literally. It's a cluster screw, and so it's been difficult. So with that being said, in the last couple of weeks, actually this month, we've gotten quite a few in, and we're only in January of 2021. I am hoping and I am praying that by July, which would be our Reptile Vallejo Oddity Expo, things will be somewhat normal, and we will be able to move forward and do that expo. That is one of our biggest fundraisers for the expo, for the rescue itself. We did our first year and it was a slamming hit, and we planned on doing last year, of course, but with cooties we couldn't. And so we're hoping to do this year and start moving forward and get back to some normalcy, because that, you know, that the expo that we do, you know, here in Vallejo at the fairgrounds for the, you know, it's reptiles and oddities, because, you know, you guys know I make the oddity stuff, the taxidermy stuff, and so we have oddity vendors there too. And so, you know, the biggest thing for doing that for us is a fundraiser to help our rescue get from one year to another, and it has the potential to be able to do that for us without the cooties. So moving forward, you know, everybody, please, let's keep our fingers crossed. Do your you know, normal routines, please. Everybody, wear your mask when you go out. Do your hand sanitizer. The quicker we can get rid of this crap, or at least have it controlled, like you know, maybe it just be a winter thing like the flu. Who knows? But it'll be, and then, you know, in a couple of years we'll have to deal with something else that's just as bad, if not worse. Pretty soon we'll all be having to wear hazmat masks and outfits, and that'll be our new attire. Like, masks have now become part of the, you know, your new wardrobe. You got designer masks now, and it's just ridiculous. So anyway, moving forward, so we've had some things come in. Of course, we get a lot of red-eared sliders come in. You know, this is one of the biggest things, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to touch base on YouTube. Even though I don't have a lot of followers here on our channel, and we do post on our you know, through Facebook and stuff like that. I really want you guys to know that, look, when you call us to take your animals, especially right now, not just us, any rescue or any shelter, any organization in your areas, When you call them because you can no longer take care of your animal, or you just don't want it anymore, or whatever the reason is, we are all struggling financially. Rescues, especially small rescues like ours and other small independent organizations, not just reptiles, rodents, mammals, we are all struggling. The smaller independent rescues are struggling more because we're not county funded like the shelters are county funded. They get funds from their counties to go and pick up that stray dog you called about, animal control, stuff like that. So they do get some kind of funding from the city or the county to have those shelters in place for you guys to go adopt a dog, go adopt a cat, or bring a lost dog too. Smaller independent organizations like ours, we don't get any of that. We don't get government funding. And I've said this 100 times, but I mean it even more sincere now. We've gotten quite a few phone calls in the last 2 weeks, and every time I speak to somebody on the phone, and they're like, I can't take care of it anymore, or I don't want it anymore, and I tell them there's a donation surrender fee associated with all animals that come into this rescue. We have no income coming in for them. Not just us either. I'm speaking on, I don't want to speak out of place, but I'm pretty sure we're all in the same boat. So I'm speaking for all small independent organizations. None of us have any fundraising efforts. Every time we try, it's crickets, okay? Unless it's a serious situation, especially for oddity animals like reptiles and reptile rescues. We try to raise money. We try to do the GoFundMe. We try to do the Giving Tuesday. We try to do the birthday fundraisers on Facebook. Our friends try. And for as many followers as we have and friends we have and everybody shares, can you hear those crickets in my bucket? That's what it sounds like. Nobody wants to donate to reptiles because they don't consider them technically pets, unless you're a reptile enthusiast or a reptile person. So it's been very hard for us. So when you call me and tell me I have 2 red-eared sliders that I don't want anymore because they're getting too big, or I just can't accommodate them anymore, and I say, well, how long have you had them for? Oh, I've had them for a couple years. Okay, well, it's not something you just found on the road, obviously. And please don't call me and say you found it and you actually have had it for a couple years. I request a $25 minimum surrender fee per animal that comes in to this rescue. That $25 is barely going to take care of food for a week, okay? Red-eared sliders, just so you guys all know, red-eared sliders off the bat, we do not, and I repeat, do not adopt them out. They are invasive here in California. They're killing the pond turtles. We don't adopt them out because we know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to get too stinky and too big for the person that's going to want them because they love turtles, and we're going to get them back. And I'm not looking for temporary homes for these animals that we're adopting out. I'm looking for permanent homes. Pretend you come in, you want to adopt a bearded dragon. That's your dog. That's your puppy. I expect you to want to keep it for its lifespan, the rest of its life. Not just have it for 6 months or a year or 2 years and then say, okay, I'm over it. I want to give it back. Because we do have an open door policy where if they can no longer keep the animals that they adopt from us, they have to come back here. They cannot go to another rescue or another organization. They have to come here. So with that being said, guys, I just want to tell you how important it is to support your local nonprofits. Even if it's not financial and you're afraid to give money, don't hesitate to reach out to them and ask them what they need. Food, supplies, paper towels, cleaning supplies. You can buy them their food. You can get them bugs. You can get them greens. You can get, there's so many other ways you can donate besides financial donations that will help them in a great amount, because then they don't have to take the monies that they raise or what little monies we're raising to put towards those. You can donate crickets, mealworms, cockroaches, soldier fly larvae, waxworms, hornworms, silkworms, any bugs that these guys eat. You can, get a supply of greens and fruits that they require. You can do old towels, paper towels, bleach, hand sanitizer even. Anything that you think that they may need. And again, you can get in touch with them and find out. So I just wanted to let you guys know that when you call all these organizations, whether it be for, especially, I'm eliminating dog and cat organizations because it's different, especially small independent reptile rescues, rodent rescues, rabbit rescues, all of these small animal rescues. Don't forget about them. And if you really want to help, there's always a way. And when you call them and say, hey, I can't keep this animal anymore, it's not that, we don't mind helping or taking the animal, but you have to realize that donation is a one-time donation that you're giving us. Nobody ever really multiply donates on a month-to-month basis. I have one person that actually does. And that's $25. She donates $25 every single month. But, you have to realize that donation is one donation when you bring the animals to us. And that's it. You're free and clear of any other feeding responsibilities, vet responsibilities, or any of that stuff. So, ours is a $25 minimum per animal. If you want to donate more, you can. But I always request at least $25 minimum, because believe it or not, we've had people out there donate $5, $1. And we used to go pick up these animals, and I don't do that anymore. Now I request that they come and drop them off unless it's a special circumstance or there's a situation. I had somebody call me the other day. I normally don't do guinea pigs, but I do work with rodent rescues, and I have guinea pigs of my own, and I don't mind taking guinea pigs in and finding them homes. I have a guinea pig, and I have a couple of baby bunnies. There was a big boo-boo on my pot, up for adoption. And I had this girl call me the other day about taking 2 guinea pigs. And I told her straight out, it's a $25 donation. I haven't heard from her since. I've had 2 guys call me about red-eared sliders. 2 and 2. Same thing. Crickets. Nothing. They don't call back because they don't want to. I guarantee you they're going to go release those red-eared sliders, which, by the way, is illegal. And if you get caught doing it, it's a hefty fine from Fish and Wildlife. They're invasive. Just because they're turtles, especially right now in the winter, you go release them, I guarantee you within 6 months before summer even shows up, they'll be dead from an upper respiratory infection because they're not equipped to acclimate outside right now. They haven't been living outdoors. They can't acclimate to the colder weather or the cold nights and the freezing temperatures in the water. So, I mean, I guess this kind of is like a, I don't know, not learning, but I don't know what you call it, like a, when they come on the TV and say it's a, whatever, it's a news thing. So just guys, please think of the rescues that you're, dropping your animals off to and what kind of conditions we're in. Everybody assumes because you're a legal nonprofit, illegal. And that's another thing. Please, there's a ton of people out there. There's more people out there, especially now, saying they're rescue just so they can get your animal, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to flip it. They're going to turn around and readopt it out, and they'll say, well, they won't care if it's healthy. They won't assess it. They won't evaluate it. They're going to adopt it out, and that's what gives us rescues a bad name. Make sure they're a legal nonprofit. Ask them for their tax identification number. Your donation, by the way, surrender fee, by the way, is also tax deductible. You can get a receipt for that. So it's a win-win. So anyway, guys, just please, just because we're nonprofit organizations doesn't mean we're made of money, because we're not. So if you want us to take on your pets, just, again, please remember about the donations and the surrender fees. I think this is very important. And, yeah, especially because we are constantly accommodating and getting stuff in. So, and if you're interested and you are in the Bay Area and you are interested in adopting an animal, I have a few up for adoption. Right now, you can go to our page, our J&W Reptile Rescue page on Facebook, and they'll be posted there, and you can send me a private message and inquire about any of the animals I have up for adoption. But anyway, I need glasses because I can't see. I need an eyebrow wax because I have a unibrow. I need a root dye job because I look old as hell. I need a haircut and a nail job. And then I could do a, liposuction. All right, guys, I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end for now. I'm just kidding on all that crap, but not about the haircut, or the eyebrow wax, or the nail job. Hi. Yep, he's waiting by his bowl. There's our chameleon. He's been out forever. Not out, but we've had him forever and a day. He's an old man, and he's got a cyst by his eye. See, he sits right by his bowl, waiting for his food. I know. See, I train our reptiles. They all go, even my toad down there, my Malaysian river toad, he's sitting right by his bowl. He just ate a ton. They all go to their bowls. I have everybody go to a bowl. I click his bowl, and he comes, and then he sits there and eats all of his mealworms. That's my big Malaysian river toad. Even Boofy. Boofy's waiting too. Look at Boofy. Hi, Boof Boof. Like, there's my Boof Boof. Where's my Boof Boof? I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him? There's Boofy. Look, he's sitting up tall. He's waiting. That's his bowl right in this corner, huh? He's blind in one eye. Yeah, those are my pets. Hi. They're all waiting because they know Mama's feeding in here. I got this side done. I got to clean these guinea pigs because my skinny pigs are in here. I got to clean them out. All right, guys, I'm going to end again. Now I'm 17 minutes. I'm scrolling away here. I'm going to go. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. Don't forget that's another way you can help us by getting us to 1,000 subscribers, keeping us up there, and allowing us to go higher so that we can start getting some contributions from YouTube, financial contributions from YouTube. Okay, guys? So thank you again. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you later, alligator.